Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your weekend advice for the weekend of December the 16th, the 17th, and the 18th, 2016. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is a general reading looking at the energies that surround us at this time and what we need to know about these energies in order to be able to use them for our highest good. And so since we're looking at energies, these will play out in different ways for different people. So I always encourage everyone to keep an open mind and take away the message of the reading and then apply it to your own situation if you feel that it speaks to that. And welcome back to everyone who's been here before. So let's have a look at what the energy is for us this weekend. It looks like healing energy, love energy, compassion energy, forgiveness, definitely receiving blessings, and changing our perception or changing how we treat ourselves or how we treat others. So as usual with the weekend readings, I'm going to take you through the cards and then I'm going to tie in the messages of all the cards together. So we have Peach, inhale a breath of life. The number is 19 and that is a 1. So we've had a lot of 9 energy in the past days, haven't we? So this is a 1, so it's talking about moving forward and starting a new path. We have worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. So this is just a reminder to be kind to ourselves, to believe in ourselves, to love ourselves, respect ourselves, and never underestimate ourselves or put anyone, compare ourselves to people and then feel like we're not good enough. Okay, so messages about that. The tarot cards that we have are the Fool, so that's a major arcana talking about a new beginning. You don't have all the information for this new beginning, and so it requires a bit of a leap of faith, a bit of just going on a feeling, okay, that your heart is telling you that it's a good thing, but definitely starting new paths with the Fool, or a new perspective, a new approach to things. It could even be moving, it could be changing our relationships, or our circle of friends, or our relationships with friends and family, and it just feels like an internal change, an internal new beginning. We also have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is messages of love, messages of compassion, friendship, romantic love, universal love, really, with the Page of Cups. Very kind and gentle communication during this weekend. And it could also be just good news that allows you to start something new. And we also have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is that energy where we take away from ourselves, is what it comes up as in this particular spread, where we take away from ourselves, or we're not really being honest with ourselves, or we're trying to avoid a situation or run away from a situation. And the cards are saying that we have the opportunity to face the situation, do it so successfully, and heal it, okay, so that we can truly move on from it. We also have Healer. You have the power to help and heal others. So it's going to start with us. It has to start with us. Okay, we have the ability to heal the situation, whatever it is. And we also have love from your parents. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. So this is just forgiveness. It can be your parents. It can be people who are important to you. It can be people who have wronged you, actually. Maybe they used to be friends. Maybe they used to be someone who's really close to you. And they hurt you somehow. And this card says that it's time for healing. It's time for peace. So that you can release those negative feelings of either guilt, remorse, regret, anger, holding some sort of a grudge, or blaming yourself, okay, being hard on yourself for whatever happened. It's time to come to terms with it, make peace with the situation, forgive everyone involved, including yourself, and then release it so that we can move forward. Okay, so all these cards together are saying that the way to receive our blessings and to be able to acknowledge them, because we're always receiving blessings. But if we are in a bit of a dark space where we blame ourselves for something, or we're always hard on ourselves, or we're underestimating ourselves and so on and so forth, we may not see these blessings, or we may not feel worthy of these blessings, and so we don't enjoy them, or even we reject them. And so this is a reminder for us that it's time for new life, it's time for a new approach, a new way of being. Okay, listen to your heart, think, speak, feel from a place of love, universal love for yourself first and foremost, love for those around you, whether they deserve it or not, whether they've wronged you or not. The energy of universal love allows us to be able to forgive, and by forgiving we release that negative energy, and we release that situation and the power that it has over us, and we strengthen ourselves in the process. The Seven of Swords is all about, again, just facing the situation, no more running away from it. This could have been something to do with your family, with your parents, again, with people you expected to have your back, and maybe something happened. Or, it could even be coworkers that you trusted, just people who you trusted, and maybe things didn't go so well, and you've been kind of avoiding the situation, or avoiding needing to have that conversation, or maybe you blamed yourself for it, and so you thought, okay, well, maybe I did something wrong and it's not their fault. Avoiding to face how we really feel and what we really think. And it is a number 7, and the 7 talks about our voice, standing up for ourselves, expressing ourselves, speaking our truth, standing in our integrity. And so maybe we've been avoiding that, and either blaming the other person but not communicating that, just kind of running away from them, or blaming ourselves and then feeling like, well, maybe I did something to deserve this situation, in which case it really affected our sense of self-worth, self-love, self-respect. Okay? And all these cards are saying, you know what, it's time for a new approach. Enough of that. It's not taking us anywhere good. And it's time to face facts. It's time to look at the situation, to stand up and be true to ourselves. Communicate lovingly, with compassion, with empathy, with patience, with understanding. Clarify the situation, or at least say how we feel, because we're entitled to our feelings. We're entitled to what we think and how we feel. We don't have to make excuses for why we feel that certain way. It's just how we feel. And communicating that lovingly, okay, allows us to, first of all, get that off our chest and feel this immense sense of liberation with the Fool, of breaking free and just letting go of the past. And once you do this, you can't go back. So it is a new beginning, because it is a new way of being where we don't hold back anymore. We express ourselves more. We have more confidence. We are more patient, perhaps, and more understanding with other people, but as well with ourselves. And I feel that also healing this situation will give us this beautiful sense of freedom and excitement for a new beginning that is now based on love, patience, compassion, understanding, empathy, and we feel more worthy, okay, to receive the blessings that we are receiving, because we do deserve them. So it feels like a bit of an inner transformation that also reflects in the outer world, particularly with our interactions and our relationships with friends and family and co-workers and so on. We come to this place where we say, you know what, enough is enough. I've been quiet for too long. I should express how I feel. I should express what I really think about this situation. For me, honesty is a sign of respect. So if someone close to you did something to hurt you, then I feel that it is a sign of respect and trust to be able to go to that person and say, look, I respect you enough to let you know when you're being out of line, or I respect you enough and I value our friendship or our relationship enough to tell you that what you said and what you did really hurt me or hurt my feelings, and I want us to be able to talk about it so that we can heal it and move on, so that we can continue to have that interaction, that relationship, that trust for one another. And if it's a situation where you were wronged and yet you blame yourself for some reason, it usually happens when, we're good people and we always try to put ourselves in the other person's shoes and think, well, maybe I did something, or maybe I said something, or maybe I was out of line, or maybe whatever. Maybe this weekend with this energy, we're saying, you know what? No, regardless of what happened, I get a say, okay? I need to express what I think. I need to express what I feel. And if nothing else, clarify the situation. Clear that situation up so at least we don't feel like we did something wrong and we're wronged at the same time. So, and all of this, these conversations, these thoughts, these changes in the energy, they are coming, and we need to keep them from a place of love. Okay, love for ourselves, love for other people, compassion that comes with that, the patience that comes with that, and really the joy that comes with that, because once we are able to resolve and heal this situation that has really been weighing us down and has really been stressing us out, and maybe we weren't even aware how much damage that particular situation did to us until we don't feel worthy to receive what we deserve at the end of the day. Okay, so it could be something like that triggers this new way of thinking during this weekend. And so then we say, you know what, it's time to face this. It's time to have that conversation. It's time for me to finally express how I feel. And it is a good time to do this. Okay, we're coming up to the end of 2016. It is a year of endings and closures. Okay, it is a number 9 year. So it would be very, very healthy if we could, tie off loose ends or have the clarifying conversations that perhaps until now we've been avoiding, so that when we do start 2017, which is a number 1 year, a year for new beginnings, new energy, for us to be refreshed and new, we can really start 2017 with easy, light energy, okay, not with a heavy heart. It's the same thing when we experience going from an old difficult situation into a new situation, and we always say, make your peace, process the old situation, understand it, release it so that you can heal it, so that you don't bring it into the new situation, because then the new situation is just going to become the old situation all over again. So it's very, very cleansing for us, and I feel like we may get messages like these as we move forward into the month, just as reminders that, look, this year is ending. It would be a good time to cleanse your energy, detoxify, release stressful situations, stressful people from your life, speak your mind, face up to whatever we've been running away from, perhaps, or trying to avoid, or pretending like didn't bother us so much, so that we can really release, heal. Okay, come to this place of peace, of calm, of stillness, where we feel renewed, where we feel excited for a new beginning, where we feel like we've learned something and we're going to use it moving forward. So it's a new situation. We're not going to have to go back into this cycle again. So it is a new way of being. Okay, so overall, I feel like that's the message for us this weekend. The way these cards tie in together, I do believe that we're going to receive blessings during the weekend. For some of us, these blessings may trigger all this kind of thinking of, first we're going to say, I'm not sure if I deserve this, or maybe I shouldn't have this, or whatever. And then we start to see ourselves from a different perspective and say, well, hold on, why do I even think that? Of course I deserve this. I worked for it, and I worked really hard to make it happen, so I deserve it and I should enjoy it. And so then we go back into, where is that kind of thinking coming from, and we end up in the situation of, you know what, I've identified what the issue is, and I need to have a conversation. I need to tell someone how I feel, or at least I need to tell myself. I need to acknowledge how I feel and what I think, and say that it's okay that this is how I feel. I'm entitled to my feelings and my thoughts. And that brings with it a great deal of healing, soothing energy, loving energy, and a new way of moving forward with an easy heart, okay, so to speak, and joy and excitement, okay. It's inhale a breath of life, so it's like we'll be able to breathe again, to take a deep breath again, because we won't carry this burden anymore that we've been carrying. So it looks like a really beautiful energy, a really beautiful weekend for healing, for release, for tying up loose ends, for having clarifying conversations, so that we can emerge a brand new person, and a more joyful person, more happier person, loving person, towards ourselves first and foremost, and then towards everyone else and everything else. So I hope that we all experience this energy during this weekend. It should be a beautiful weekend. I'm looking forward to it. And I hope the message makes sense, and that it helps. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you very much for all your support. I do appreciate it. Every comment, every view, every like, every share, every subscription, okay? Even following me on Instagram or on Facebook, and I appreciate all of it. I'm very, very grateful for it, and I'm sending lots of love to everyone in return. I hope that we all have a beautiful, healing, and refreshing weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.